Hello and welcome to History Pod. On the 23rd of November 1450, Ottoman forces abandoned the First Siege of Krujë after being unable to defeat forces under Albanian leader George Kastrioti Skanderbeg. Skanderbeg was born in 1405, but spent his formative years as a political hostage in the Ottoman court, where he received a military education. He later earned the nickname Skanderbeg, which has its origins in the Turkish for Lord Alexander, but in 1444 turned against the Ottomans to unite Albanian nobles and chieftains in the League of Lezhe. The League fought a series of battles against the Ottomans in the hope of pushing them out of Europe. Despite capturing a number of key fortresses over the next few years, Skanderbeg himself began to suffer defeats from 1448 that deeply affected Albanian morale, including the loss of Svetigrad and Berat. On the 14th of May 1450, Sultan Murad II himself arrived with approximately 100,000 troops in order to besiege the city of Krujë. Having left a small garrison inside the walls, Skanderbeg ordered the people of the surrounding area to burn their crops and move away. Meanwhile, he led the majority of the forces from the city to a nearby mountain stronghold, from where they harassed the Ottoman encampments and supply caravans. Over the course of the next few months, the Ottomans launched a series of assaults on the city walls, but all of them were repelled by the garrison. Having grown increasingly frustrated, the Sultan even agreed to offer a generous amount of silver to the commander of the city in return for his surrender, but this was rejected. Meanwhile, Skanderbeg's attacks on the camps continued. With the harsh Albanian winter fast approaching, and Skanderbeg himself turning down the promise of a generous annual payment in return for his surrender, the Ottomans lifted the siege and began to withdraw. They had suffered up to 20,000 casualties, compared to Skanderbeg's 1,000, and the Sultan died just a few months later. The Ottomans returned to besiege Krujë 2 more times during Skanderbeg's lifetime, and each time the Albanians managed to repel them. The city finally fell to Sultan Mehmed II in 1478, 10 years after Skanderbeg's death from malaria.